So in this one, we're going to talk about how we can write a formula in words and turn it into a graph, or vice versa, we could take a graph and write a formula. So this graph here is showing us the temperature of a liquid as it is heated. Okay, so temperature is our y-axis, time is our x-axis. So what we can do is we can take a look at all of those coordinates in a table. And what we can look for is if there is a common number that each one of those goes up by. So if I look here, to go from 10 to 30, I have to add 20. So to get that, I can do 30 minus 10 gives me 20. And I can do the same thing for 50 to 30. So each one of these goes up by 20. Okay, so if I write that as a sentence, I can say that I'm going to start at 10 degrees. So that's the temperature at 0 minutes. So I have to say, where am I going to start? And then I'm going to add 20 degrees for each minute that the liquid is heated. So that tells me that if I look at my graph, every time I go over 1, I need to go up 20. Okay? Now, if we look at another example, this one is a little bit different. So this time we start at 30 and we go up by a certain number each time. So again, I want to figure out what that number is going to be. So I'm going to start 40 to 30, that's going to be 10. 50 to 40 gives me 10, 60 to 50 gives me 10. Okay, so 10 degrees Celsius for every minute that it's heated. So again, I want to say, where am I starting? I'm starting at 30 degrees, and then I add 10 degrees Celsius for every minute it's heated. So if I have 3 minutes, that means I start at 30, and then I add 10 for the first minute, 10 for the second minute, and 10 for the third minute, and that equals 60. So however many minutes, that tells me how many sets of 10 I need to add in. Okay? So if we look here, the questions you're going to see is that we've got this first one, we've got 2 gears. I want you to look and I want you to see what number is each one of these steps going up by. Okay, so again, we can take that larger number and subtract the smaller number from it, and that's going to give us what that value is going to be. Okay, and then you just write it out in words. And question 2, same thing. So you're going to complete the table. So if we look here at 0 weeks, she's got $0. At 1 week, she's got $20, so on and so forth. You're just going to write out what each coordinate gives you. Okay, and then you're going to check it to make sure that your formula works. And you're going to calculate how much she would have by week 6. Okay? And for question 3, it's giving you a table. You're going to figure out what the formula is going to be. You're going to check your formula by using a pair of coordinates from the table. So you need to, again, if you do, say 38, it would be 8, what we start at, plus however many degrees we go up for each minute, okay? And then you're going to use your formula to complete the table for 4 and 5, okay? And that's all you need to do for this.